knitting has affected my mental health in a good way. It's very relaxing. It makes you focus on the item you're working on, and you have a sense of accomplishment when your project is completed. I've given some of my knitted items as gifts. My next door neighbor had a baby boy recently, and I wrapped that up, put it in a little gift bag with a gift certificate, and he told me the hat fits the baby like a glove, and it was perfect color for him, yellow. And I do make gifts for those occasions. I also do hats and scarves.
Well, when I first started, it was extremely stressful because I didn't know what I was doing and I was always making mistakes, literally. If my friends weren't there to help me out, never would have continued probably. But now, it's been a number of years, and I do find it calming, and I do enjoy it very much. And I especially enjoy the other people that are in the knitting group. They make it a lot of fun, and they're just all so nice.
Well, it's relaxing. It's almost like reading a book. You know, it gets you focused, gets you in a different world. Your heart rate is lowered, and I like the challenge. Sometimes I try a new pattern, and the women in the group are very helpful.
Perhaps just feeling of accomplishing something. I started out with a scarf. I could pretty well do a really nice scarf now. Right now I'm working on placemats that I'm going to give my daughter, hopefully, whenever I get them finished. And I just like that sense of like doing something that I enjoy without having any pressure on me.
Well, my mother used to knit, and her mother. So my grandmother would knit all the grandchildren hats and mittens for Christmas. And she had 12 grandchildren, so she was busy knitting. And then my mother made beautiful sweaters, and I spent the summers up in New Hampshire with my family, and when we had rainy days, we either read a book or we played board games like Monopoly, played records. But what we found what we liked was knitting. So my mother got me started in knitting, and I was probably in the 6th or 7th grade when I began to knit. And I started with a scarf, and my friends were knitting. That's what we did some days that it wasn't beach day. We would knit to pass the time.
Oh, that's a good one. My friends. When I was a little girl, my mom taught me a little bit about the basic 2 stitches, which are purl and knit and purl. It's called knit, the other stitch. And with those 2 stitches, you can do a lot of things. But a friend of mine, who was already part of a knitting group, really talked me into going to her house one night. And she said, they're all going to be there. We're going to have coffee and dessert. You've got to come. And I did go, and they were all so nice. That was before this one at this group at the library. We met in each other's homes, and just really very nice at a time in my life where that was important, because I'm a widow now. So it was great having those friendships.